Hello everyone, welcome to Skills Build Training YouTube channel. My name is Sanya and this channel is all about showing you how to become an IT pro fast. So in today's video we will discuss about 15 things that you should do after installing Ubuntu 21.04. So let's get started. So before starting, here is a bonus tip for you. Whenever you install any operating system and specifically Ubuntu, you will see the smaller screen and it is not possible to switch it to full screen. In order to make it a full screen, you need to install Guest Edition. So the first thing that I am going to tell you is how to install Guest Edition and how to maximize your screen, how you can switch it to full screen. Well, VirtualBox ships with an image ISO file called VirtualBox Guest Editions.iso containing Guest Editions installer for all supported guest operating system. In order to install VirtualBox Guest Edition on Ubuntu, first open your terminal and now here you need to write sudo apt update and then hit enter. It will ask for your sudo password. Now you need to write sudo apt install build -essential dkms linux -headers $, open and close braces and inside the braces uname -r and then hit enter. Well, the uname -r will print the running kernel version. Now go to devices and from here click on insert guest edition CD image and here you can see I'm getting an error, so click on OK button. Now you need to create a new directory as the mount point for the CD drive and mount the ISO file. So for that you need to write sudo mkdir -p /mnt/cd-rom and then hit enter. Now you need to write sudo mount /dev/cd-rom space /mnt/cd-rom and then hit enter. Now you need to navigate to the directory and run this command cd/mnt/cd-rom and then hit enter. Now you need to write sudo sh space /vbox linux editions .run --nox 11 and then hit enter. Now reboot the Ubuntu guest for changes to take effect. So you need to write sudo shutdown -r now and then hit enter. Give it your password here and here you can see it is a full screen. Go to view and from here click on full screen mode and here switch. And here you can see that is how you can install Guest Edition and that is how you can switch your screen to full mode. Now let's talk about the 15 things that you should do after installing Ubuntu 21.04. The first thing that you should do is download and install latest updates. Well, this is the first thing that you should do whenever you install a new operating system on any device. So for that, open your terminal and write here sudo apt update and then hit enter. It will ask for your sudo password. Now you can see it is updating the system. Running the latest version of the software keeps you away from unnecessary bugs and glitches that might hamper performance, and updates also bring in new additional security features for your system. Now in order to upgrade all the system and applications, you need to write sudo apt upgrade and then hit enter. In order to continue, press Y. Ubuntu gets regular updates with bug fixes and additional security features. And you can also check the available updates by launching Software Updater from the application tray or from the terminal by using this command. Coming towards the next thing that you should do after installing Ubuntu 21.04, that is install missing drivers. Although we know that Ubuntu automatically detects and installs the drivers that we need and the system need, but still there might be some drivers which you might need to download and install manually. So for that, click on show applications, and from here search for software and update. Click on it, and now here you have different options, different tabs. So go to the additional drivers, and here you can search for available drivers. You will find the list of additional drivers which can be installed on the system. Just follow the instructions to install them. Along with that, you can also enable partner repositories, which might offer you more drivers and software updates. Well, these are disabled in Ubuntu by default. Most importantly, they are after all official but are not shared publicly due to restrictive license. Now to enable additional repositories, here you can see the option other software, and here you can see the repositories, the additional repositories that you should install in your system. Coming towards the next thing that is too important whenever you are working with Ubuntu, that is install Synaptic Package Manager. Synaptic Package Manager is a graphical user interface for apt package manager used by Ubuntu and other Linux distributions. So in order to install it, simply right click on your desktop and open in terminal. Now here you need to write sudo apt install Synaptic and then hit enter. It will ask for your sudo password, and now it will take some time. Well, it is too easy to use Synaptic Package Manager, and it is a great alternative to command line process to install and manage various software packages. You can also install softwares from the Software Center, but it has some limitations. Because of that, you can use Synaptic Package Manager. Well, the one way is that you can install Synaptic Package Manager through using command line, or you can also install it directly from Ubuntu Software Center. In order to continue, press Y and then hit enter. Synaptic Package Manager has been installed successfully. Now clear the terminal. The next thing that you should do after installing any operating system is enable firewall. So to enable firewall, you need to write sudo ufw enable and then hit enter. Here you can see firewall is active and enabled on system startup. Well, UFW is the built-in firewall for Ubuntu, and it is highly reliable one. By default, it is not enabled and you have to enable it manually. Now, in order to manage it in GUI, you need to write sudo apt install gufw and then hit enter. We are done with it. You can also disable firewall in order to perform some tasks in which you need to disable it. So for that, you can write sudo ufw disable and then hit enter. And here you can see firewall stopped and disabled on system startup. Now clear the terminal. Now moving towards the next thing that you should do after installing Ubuntu 21.04 is install multimedia codecs. Some multimedia codecs are not pre-installed in Ubuntu, but having them is necessary to play multimedia files. So for that, we are going to install multimedia codecs. In order to install multimedia codecs, open your terminal. Sometimes when you are trying to install multimedia codecs, you will get an error in which you will see unable to find and unable to locate. So first I will show you how you can resolve that error, and then I will show you how you can install multimedia codecs. Now to resolve that error, go to show applications, and from here you need to search for software updater. Now click on it. Now once you will click on it, it will check for updates. Now go to settings. Now under the Ubuntu software tab, you can see here the option source code. You need to check this box and then close it. Now once you will close it, you need to write here sudo apt install ubuntu -restricted -extras and then hit enter. Now here you can see multimedia codecs have been installed successfully. Now coming towards the next thing, that is install Timeshift. Having system backup and restore points is necessary as it can save one from losing important data if any glitches happen in the system. So for that, you can use time shift. Well, it is one of the valuable application for Ubuntu that you can use to backup your system. So for that, open your terminal first and write here sudo add -apt -repository -y ppa TEEJEE 2008 /PPA and then hit enter. It will ask for your sudo password. Now you need to write sudo apt update and then hit enter. Now write sudo apt install timeshift and then hit enter. It will take some time. Timeshift has been installed successfully. Now clear it. The next thing that we are going to do is install GIMP. GNU image manipulation software is basically a free and open source image editing tool for Linux and its distribution. So in order to install it, you need to write in your terminal sudo add -apt -repository ppa KESSELGULASCH/GIMP and then hit enter. Now you need to write sudo apt update and then hit enter. Now you need to write sudo apt install GIMP and hit enter. In order to continue, you need to press Y. GIMP is a great and reliable alternative to Adobe Photoshop, which you have to purchase. So you can use GIMP as image editing tool. Well, along with GIMP, you can install different softwares that are very useful like VLC, which is all-rounder media player and most reliable one, which can play any traditional or modern media files. Well, it is one of the things that I usually do whenever I install a new operating system. So after GIMP, I'll show you how you can install VLC. It has been installed successfully. Now to install VLC, you need to write sudo apt install VLC and then hit enter. In order to continue, you need to press Y. You can also install VLC from the Snap store. All you need to do is simply write sudo snap and then install VLC. VLC has been installed successfully. Now clear the terminal. Moving towards the next thing, that is set up keyboard shortcuts. Well, one of the things I like about Ubuntu is that you can configure keyboard shortcuts per your need. So for that, go to show applications and from here, search for settings. And now here you can see keyboard shortcuts. Well, you can set up keyboard shortcuts for like playing next song, opening up an application, switching between multiple application windows and for many tasks. While configuring keyboard shortcut is simple and easy, you can configure it from here. Now let's talk about how to enable night mode in Ubuntu. If you have to work till late in the night on computer, then Ubuntu has dedicated night light mode to protect your eyes. While standard blue light is harmful for eyes, so go through following steps to set for period of hours or for sunset to sunrise automatically. Go to settings and from here go to displays and here you can see night light option. Click on it. Now here you can enable the night light and then from here click on sunset to sunrise and then click on manual schedule and from here you can set the time and you can also set the temperature. Now close it. The next thing that you should do after installing Ubuntu 21.04 is install Flatpak. Well, Flatpak is a software utility from Fedora which lets you get access to more applications and software packages in Linux and its various distributions. So to install Flatpak on Ubuntu, open your terminal and write here sudo apt install Flatpak and then hit enter. It will ask for your sudo password. In order to continue, you need to press Y and then hit enter. It will take some time. Well, many applications you may not find in Software Center, but with the help of Flatpak, you can bypass this. Now, once the installation is complete, to integrate Flatpak plugin with Software Center, execute the following command in the terminal: sudo apt install gnome-software-plugin-Flatpak and then hit enter. In order to continue, you need to press Y and then hit enter. While it will take some time, you can also get full access to all applications on FlatHub official site. Flatpak has been installed successfully. Now clear the terminal. The next thing that you should do after installing Ubuntu 21.04 is improve battery performance. While some of you might have noticed more battery consumption on Ubuntu as compared to Windows. So for that you can install TLP, which is a power management tool which works in background to reduce battery usage. Now to install TLP, first you need to open your terminal. Then you need to write sudo apt install TLP-RDW and then hit enter. TLP has been installed successfully. Well, you can also play with different desktop environments. As we know that GNOME is the default desktop environment in Ubuntu, and it is not only limited to that. You can always try different desktop environment on Ubuntu such as MAT, KDE, Cinnamon and many others. Now to try MAT, you need to write sudo apt install ubuntu-mat-desktop and then hit enter. To try KDE, you need to write sudo apt install KDE-standard and then hit enter. In order to continue, you need to press Y. Well, in Ubuntu 21.04, I am unable to get the MAT desktop, but I can get the KDE. You can also try KDE, MAT and the Cinnamon desktop, but it will take some time. So let's minimize it. The next thing that you should do is install Atom Text Editor. Developed by GitHub, Atom is a free and open source text editor and one of the best for daily work as well as for coding programs and applications. So open the terminal first. Now first you need to add repository from the official Atom site. So I'm gonna copy paste the link here and I'll share the link with you in the description and then hit enter. It will ask for your sudo password. Now here you need to again write the command, so I'm going to paste the command here and I'll share the command with you in the description and then hit enter. Now you need to write sudo apt update and then hit enter. Now here, in order to install Atom Editor, you need to write sudo apt install atom and then hit enter. Now the installation is in process. Well, it supports various programming languages such as C, C++, C#, HTML, JavaScript, PHP, and various other popular programming languages among programmers and developers. So you should install Atom whenever you install a new operating system. Coming towards the next thing that you should do after installing Ubuntu 21.04 is must-know commands for system cleanup. For the smooth functioning of the system, keeping it clean from junk files and unwanted cache is necessary. You can do this by simply writing sudo apt autoclean and then hit enter. It will clean the partial packages. Now to remove unused dependencies, you need to write sudo apt auto remove and then hit enter. Now to auto clean up apt cache, you need to write sudo apt clean and then hit enter. So that is how you can use the commands for system cleanup, and along with that, you should install Ubuntu Cleaner. CCleaner is one of the best and most used applications on Windows to free up some space. Well, unfortunately, CCleaner is not available for Ubuntu, but there is a reliable alternative, that is Ubuntu Cleaner. Now in order to install Ubuntu Cleaner, first install Software Properties Common Packages, which help to add PPA. So for that you need to write sudo apt install software hyphen properties hyphen common and then hit enter. In order to continue, you need to press Y. Now software properties common packages has been installed. Now add PPA for the Ubuntu Cleaner package. So for that you need to write sudo add hyphen apt hyphen repository space PPA colon GERAR DP UIG / PPA and then hit enter. You need to press enter in order to continue. Now refresh apt cache sudo apt update and then hit enter. Now finally install Ubuntu Cleaner with the following command: sudo apt install Ubuntu -cleaner and then hit enter. In order to continue, press Y. Now here you can see Ubuntu Cleaner has been installed successfully. So that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any queries, reach out to us in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video.